Hello, hi. So today I will explain one multi-thread program example. See this program. So here we are creating one main thread. So here we are using one class current thread demo. In the class current thread demo, so current thread demo is user defined. So within this we have defined main method public static void main as usual, and under that we are creating an object of type thread t. So thread t is user defined, thread is a main class. So thread dot current thread, so we are collecting the information about currently running the thread. So system dot out dot println current thread plus t, here we are printing the information about the currently running thread. So here the plus t is a thread object. It prints every information about currently running thread. So for running this main method, one thread is responsible. So the thread that is responsible to execute main, so its name and its information is printed with the help of this object t. So next, if I want to change the name of the thread, so I can use the function set name t dot set name my thread. So here whatever may be the previous name for that thread, that is changed to my thread. Here my thread is user defined again, you can give anything. Now if you want to print again, so that my thread information system dot out dot println, after name change it displays the t object of type thread displays the current thread running information. So after that we are printing the numbers 5 4 3 2 1 in the reverse order using the for loop, and again here we are using one thread function sleep. So see, in the try and catch, in the try block, for int n equal to 5, n is greater than 0, n minus minus system dot out dot println n value. After printing n value first time 5, then we are calling the thread dot sleep 1000 milliseconds. Then after printing 5, it sleeps for 1000 milliseconds, then it prints the 4, then waits for the 1000 milliseconds, like that. So 5 4 3 2 1, like that it prints. So once everything is over, so main thread is interrupted. If the any problem, so then it prints so main thread interrupted, otherwise everything goes smooth. So this is one simple example how to control the main thread. So the intention is here, so the main public static void main, for that also there is a one thread is responsible to execute. So for creating thread there are two methods. So there you can use any two ways to create a thread. One is implement the runnable interface, second one is extend the thread class itself. So the first one, the easiest way to create a thread is to create a class that implements the runnable interface. So runnable, so that is in interface, it contains everything about everything related to so that thread. So it abstracts a unit of executable code. Means, so for running a single thread, whatever may be the information needed, so everything so that runnable interface contains. You can construct a thread on any object that implements runnable. Means for any class you can use implements runnable and execute the thread programs. So next, here we are discussing how to create a thread using implements runnable. See, so now I want to use one thread, so create a second thread. Here second thread means the first thread itself is the main function. For executing main, one thread is responsible. Now I am creating one more thread, my own thread, using the class new thread. Class new thread implements runnable. Implements runnable, implements is a keyword that is used for interfaces, and runnable is a standard interface that contains information about the thread. So next, thread t. So thread is a built-in class, standard class. For that we are creating one object t, thread t. Next, call the function, constructor function new thread. See, so the class name is also new thread, constructor function is also new thread. Within the constructor function new thread, so you can assign, so t equal to new thread, so new allocate the memory for this thread, and class name is thread, and this is a pointer, it holds the address of the currently calling object. So here this contains address of the object t, and the name of that newly created thread is demo thread. So t equal to new thread. So for the object t, we are allocating the memory with help of new, and thread is a class. For that we are passing two parameters. First parameter is this contains address of the currently calling object. Here current calling object is t, and for that t the name is demo thread. System.out.println, this is a child thread and prints its information. Demo thread, it gives demo thread like that. Then t dot start. So once you call t dot start, the t dot start automatically calls the run function. See, once you call t dot start, so it calls automatically run function. In the run function, this is the entry point. Run is the entry point for the second thread. In the run function, we are printing the values using the try and catch blocks. Try int I equal to 5, I is greater than 0, I minus minus, system.out.println child thread plus I. So again, so thread dot sleep. So we are giving some time for printing each number, integer number. So 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. For each number, there is a 500 milliseconds of time. So using sleep, thread dot sleep. If there are any problems, then they are handled with the help of catch. So if there is a problem, child is interrupted. Otherwise, so it prints the numbers and exit from the child thread. So next in the main function, so class thread demo. So this is the main body of the program. Class thread demo, public static void main. So string arguments. So new thread. So here, so new thread. So new thread is a class name. See here in this layer, class new thread. So for that we are creating the memory. You are allocating the memory. So new thread is a constructor function. Remember that new thread. And here also we are printing the numbers 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And for executing this 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 for new thread, so one more thread is first thread is responsible. So for int I equal to 5, I is greater than 0, I minus minus. So main thread and print the values 5, and here we are giving the time 1000 milliseconds. See in the run function in the second thread, so we are giving the time for 500 milliseconds for printing the numbers, but in the main thread we are giving the 1000 milliseconds for printing the numbers. So it shows that, so here we have created the two threads. One is in the main thread. So here class thread demo, one is the main thread, and one more is in the so class new thread implements runnable. Here second thread. In both threads we are printing the numbers 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. But in the new thread, class new thread, we are printing the numbers with the help of 500 milliseconds delay. But in the main, we are printing the numbers with the help of we are printing the numbers 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 with 1000 milliseconds delay. So this is how the program is executing. This concept explains how the thread programs are executed and how to create a threads using implements runnable. So thank you.